You able to see my screen okay?
Yes, yes.
So I'm just going to log into the app as such and then try and run through what it does. And then you can stop me anytime, Ahmed, and ask questions. Would that be the fair way to go forward?
Yeah, sure. Let's go.
Okay. Okay, so Ahmed, we had already discussed about the app before. What Asinwiser is mainly about helping Amazon sellers in the wholesale space. So what we have done is we have brought in 5 modules. One is the product research, the next is competitor research, the wholesale supplier directory, profitability calculator, and a bulk UPC scanner. It does work for retail and online arbitrage sellers as well, if you know how to work with the system as such, but mainly catering to the sellers who want to do Amazon wholesale arbitrage. So I'm going to start with the product research page. So in product research, what we have done, as mentioned, is we have mapped out the 19 different categories. And we have identified the products that are going to sell at least 5 units a month, and then map them into each category as such. Okay. So if I'm going to say select beauty as a category, I know I've asked this question before to quite a lot of sellers about the number of beauty brands. And at the moment, we have 27,346 beauty brands being mapped in the beauty category itself. So that's quite a lot of brands that people are not aware of. So that's what our first aim was, to identify what brands are there in Amazon in each category and what are the wholesale friendly brands. What we have then gone ahead and done is divide all those products into different color coded representation. So the color gold is where what most sellers ask for is we need to identify the products where Amazon is not a competitor. So gold products are where Amazon has been out of stock over the last 90 to 180 days. And there are 3 or more sellers. And straight away, what we are saying is these are arbitrage friendly products. So if I just click beauty and click gold and do the search, so it brings out all the products where Amazon has been out of stock or not a competitor over the last 90 to 180 days. Okay. So I know people would be surprised.
Just a question.
Yeah.
In the column, sales column,
Mhm.
that's the number of sales in 1 month, or?
Yeah, that's an estimated number of sales in 1 month, and the estimated revenue is the revenue for that particular month based on that particular product. So higher the rank is, the sales will be quite high, and even our estimated sales is taken at the lower conservative estimate. I think the real sales are much higher compared to what we even say. But as with all estimated revenues, it's always going to be an estimate. The lower rank ones, the estimates will be more accurate, as opposed to the higher rank. It's very difficult to give an accurate prediction as such. So I know most people would have probably said, "Oh, we don't think there are 27,000 brands as such." So if I just click the alphabet A, that's about 50 brands in one screen, and there's close to 19 screens. That's
okay. So now we went to beauty category, and when you click on A, on letter A, it's going to show us the brands
All the
which are
brands.
selling. Yeah. So it's going to show us the brands which start with letter A,
Yeah.
which is selling 5 times a month.
Yeah, at
Is
least 5 times a month.
At least 5. So these brands are selling at least 5 times a month.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
And if it's on gold, on this brand, no, the Amazon, or it doesn't matter, like.
Yeah, so if it's so what we have then done is color coded the brands.
Oh yeah, I just seen the color. Sorry. Yeah, okay, yeah, makes sense now.
These brands, so Aderma, they will be having at least a few SKUs where Amazon is not a competitor or has been out of stock. So, so I've said to you there are 50 brands in one screen, and just alphabet A has got 19 pages, so that's close to 1,000 brands just starting from alphabet A, and they are all color coded the same way as a color code for the products. So if I just go back and explain the color codes again, so gold is where 3 or more sellers and Amazon is out of stock. Green is where there are 3 or more sellers, but Amazon is also a competitor, but is likely to give you a buy box. Orange is where there are 2 sellers, and red is there is only 1 seller, or Amazon is the only seller. So in product base, you will get the color code up here, and on the brands, you just get the color code here. So it's the classification is similar but slightly different because it's very difficult for us to identify that there will be brands where Amazon is in stock in certain SKUs, but not all the SKUs. That makes sense.
Yes.
So what we then have done is, I just scroll the screen onto the side. There's 4 icons that you can see.
Yes.
Yeah, the icon on the far right hand side is just the EAN code or UPC code for that particular product. Okay. The next icon is a profitability calculator. So the profitability calculator ours is just a very basic calculator. If I just click on that, it opens up a new tab. And for that particular product, you can get the Amazon fees and you can calculate the profit and ROI if you know what the buying price is. That makes sense. If I just enter, say, a different buying price too, and then calculate profit, it just brings out the profit margins. You can add VAT on sale and VAT on cost and calculate accordingly.
Okay, can you click on VAT on sale and VAT on cost? The VAT due is VAT due to HMRC, right?
Yeah,
it will make the difference between VAT on sale and VAT on cost.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
So that's the
Right.
if I just VAT on sale and VAT on cost, it gives you the VAT due for that particular product.
Yes.
So
Great.
Yeah, it's similar to other calculators.
Yes.
So that's what the profitability calculator does. It just gives you just the basic data that you need to know about what your fees would be and what your profit would be. The next one is the magnifying glass, which is our competitor research icon. So if I just click on it, so the competitor research, what it does is that it's running in the background and displaying all the competitors for that particular product, if that makes sense. So for this particular product, these are the competitors that are active. So we already know that in this particular product, because it's a golden product, Amazon is not a competitor. There are 5 other competitors selling this product who are active in this listing. Okay, I will come back to the competitor research in detail in a second. So the next icon that I wanted to show is our wholesale supplier directory. So if I just click on that, so what it does is that it brings up the wholesale suppliers for that. The first one on the screen, what you're seeing is the direct brand-based contact of that particular brand, and the next ones are just wholesalers who are supplying that brand in the UK market. The reason why we have included the brand-based contacts is because there are loads of brands across multiple categories who will be willing to open direct accounts, and we always recommend to contact the brand directly first, because in that way, if you're making the brand contact, and you will know whether you're going to open an account with them directly or not, and the brands will be able to, if they are not able to open an account, then they'll be able to tell you who the top suppliers are, and that's the reason why the brand ones are included at the top. So we now have data across all the 19 categories of all the brands, the direct brand-based contacts, and it will be displayed when you click the search. The ones that are not available are the ones where we are still trying to confirm whether it's an accurate contact or not, and or they are private label brands, or they don't have a dedicated website based for that particular brand as such. So that's
Okay.
these.
So we find the brand in Asinwiser.
Mhm.
Then we go to Wholesale Suppliers directory,
Mhm.
and we have a big chance to find the supplier here. Basically, you're uploading the suppliers here. If it's not on if it's not here, then it means it might be uploaded soon.
Yeah, it will be either uploaded soon, or it could be a private label brand that you're testing. So that's what the product research does. We have also got data on brand-based variations. So if I just click on, so this is how many different ways the brands are displayed in Amazon database. So this is L'Oreal for an example. I've told this to other sellers as well. Who would have thought L'Oreal Deutschland is a brand that's listed in Amazon? And unless you know the brand's variations, it's very difficult for you to do that search. If if you do a normal search, you're going to miss out on different brand-based variations. Here you can see L'Oreal listed in a French name. There's L'Oreal with a spelling mistake, L'Oreal with two apostrophes, L'Oreal with one apostrophe. So these are the brand-based variations that people would have traditionally missed in their in their previous searches. So if we do a search in Amazon, the other example would be, I mean, I know Nivea, which is another popular mass market brand. So you could select your brands from this side as well. If I just go on to letter N and type in Nivea, that's about 17 variations of Nivea brand that is listed in the Amazon database. So if you do a standard Nivea search, this is what you would be saying. So in the Nivea itself, if you do a standard Amazon search, then you would probably get, just give me 2 seconds. Just a couple of people have walked into the room as such. Sorry. If you do a standard Amazon search for Nivea, you will get about 200 products of Nivea. In our database alone, under Nivea, there's 1,800 odd products, which you can search it yourself. You can use like other products like Helium 10 and Jungle Scout. Again,
Yeah.
the problem with Helium 10 and Jungle Scout, you need to know which brands that you want to search for. If you do a Nivea search in Helium 10, there's 40 products of Nivea, and then it cuts out. So you'll be able to identify loads more variations and varieties of the same brands that you would have thought about sourcing. So that's mainly the product research page. And we have also got some additional filters. So if you want to sell a high ticket beauty product, you could sell it based on the price range and the rank range that you want.
Yeah. So we have some filters. Okay.
Yeah, so we know from our data that beauty, most of the brands stay between £8 and £30, and between 10K and 20K rank is where there are less competition. So you could narrow down the search and then identify more products that way, and able to do your product research. So the idea behind what we are trying to get is, we are trying to say to the Amazon sellers who are in the wholesale retail arbitrage space is, look for the brands first and look at the product next, as opposed to don't look at the products and then look at the brands, because we are starting from the brands, you will be able to see more products that you could source for. The next area of the software is the competitor research. Okay, so the competitor research works similar way to the product research page. So if we roughly know what the storefront name is, you could click on the alphabet. So the competitor research is what we notice is slightly slower than the product research page, is purely because the competitor data is in multiple categories, how much. So it takes,
Yeah.
I mean, all our searches last less than 20 seconds. It's not going to take any more than 20 seconds to get to the product research or competitor research page. So if you know the storefront name, you could type it in and identify the competitors. Or if you know their seller name or seller ID, you would be able to
Okay.
display the competitors. So if I just click on uh, this particular seller and click search. So what's happening here is that it's looking at all the categories of that particular seller and identifying the product. So these are the products that this particular seller has in this in the in Amazon that he or she is trying to sell. If we want to then drill down and see which category the seller is, so I'm just selecting beauty because I selected beauty as a,
Okay. So you can filter.
yeah.
And can you filter by the revenue? The top, let's say I want to see the top selling products.
Sorted by the rank,
Mhm.
or on the estimated revenue page, it'll be in the product side. It's something that we are updating as we speak. So
Mhm.
yeah, so these are the products that we would see for that particular seller in the beauty category. One of the other things I forgot to mention earlier on was, I know people would always want to look at bundles, or because bundles are traditionally been with lesser competition. So straight away I can see this product is a bundle product. If you are doing wholesale, most wholesalers would know the UK wholesale products usually comes in pack of sixes or pack of 12s.
Yes.
So whenever I see images like this, I know for a fact that this is a bundle product, not and it's been bundled separately.
Mhm.
So again, if we go into that particular brand, you can identify more and more bundles. Because we are starting from the brand itself, you would be able to see whether there are any available bundles that are prominent in that particular listing by just looking at the images. So that's another way of increasing your bundles where there are relatively less competition as such. So
Okay.
that's competitor research in a nutshell. And then I'll just come quickly touch base on the wholesale supplier directory. So what we have done is we have divided them into three main headings. The wholesale supplier contact 1 and 2 are UK based wholesale suppliers. So if I just click view directory and click maybe health and beauty, because we've done health and beauty as such, it will bring all the suppliers in the health and beauty category in the UK. So what the problems with wholesale supplier directories is not all wholesale suppliers is going to give you profitable products, and not all wholesale suppliers are going to give you Amazon type brands, but you could do your research in the wholesale supplier directory and come out with ideas and brands that you can resell on. The next headings are based on the direct brand-based contacts. So beauty brand contacts is all the Amazon beauty brands direct website contacts across the millions of products that we have in the database. The same applies to shoes and bags, pet brand contacts, so on and so forth. The next thing what we have done is we have looked at all the prominent trade fairs in the UK and Europe. And what we have then identified all the exhibitors for. So for example, Beauty Düsseldorf is one where it's a very big beauty exhibition in Germany. It's similar. It's probably bigger than the beauty exhibition like Autumn Fair or Autumn Fair or Spring Fair in NEC Birmingham. So at the moment we have got 46 of those directories. We have got 70 more directories which will have details of wholesale suppliers from Netherlands, Germany, France, Italy, and Spain. Um,
Mhm.
So what do you call? We are updating the directories on a regular basis. What I can say is that every directory will have contacts of brands and suppliers who are willing to supply you products to resale in Amazon. And we have vetted every one of the directories. It
This is crazy. I don't know if anyone on the market doing this. I don't know. At least I'm not aware of.
I'm
Uh,
not aware of the way we have linked the brands and way we have linked the wholesale suppliers and the brand-based direct contacts. I don't think nobody yet has come up with this, or it's something that I am unaware of. Again, as I've said, this is what we developed when we were doing our wholesale business and looking at different suppliers and so on and so forth. So some people are still don't wanting to go through individual directories. So if I just do the same search at the top, I know it will bring the search for the brands, brand-based direct contact at the top and the wholesale suppliers. And I know for a fact that even in the demo that there are suppliers in this listing who is going to sell you profitable Amazon products. Um, it's the same. So I know we did search for Nivea in the past. So
People who are going to watch this video, this live, this video, they taking screenshots now
yeah.
because you are showing wholesalers now.
So these are suppliers for Nivea assessed. So it's about 17 different suppliers. Nivea, but they're
Yeah.
all UK based. So what you've seen currently is the data for just the UK market. Ahmed, we have got the same data prepared for Germany, France, Italy, and Spain. But at the moment, we are looking for UK sellers to test out our products and give us feedback. The other data will be I mean, it's ready with us. We haven't published it because we wanted to get a bit more feedback from sellers like yourself, and make some fine tuning to the product as such. The last one, profitability calculator, we have briefly touched on the Nexus bulk profitability calculator. So what it does is a bulk UPC scanner. So if we get a supplier list with their EAN or UPC code, you can upload it, and it will give you the profit results. What we usually recommend is when we get the supplier list, just run it through the bulk UPC scanner. If there are few profitable products, then it's worth making more relationships with the supplier as such, and then you would be able to place an order. The profitability calculators, the bulk UPC scanners, I mean, have traditionally had loads of negative comments from the from Amazon sellers to say that, oh, it's missing out bundles, it's not bringing out all
Yeah.
I don't think it's the issue with the software as such. It's the issue with the Amazon API, where we are authorized Amazon software providers, and the Amazon API is quite restricted in the way we are able to access the data, and that's where the downsides of bulk UPC scanner is. But it's still an effective way to initially screen a supplier
Yeah.
and then do your manual sourcing methods. So
Okay, so here we upload an Excel
mhm.
with the UPC. Obviously, without UPC, it's not working, right?
UPC
And
EAN code.
yeah, then it will show. It will compare against Amazon UK, only UK at the moment, right?
No, so
And
yeah, the thing, it will work for all the markets. So like Germany, Italy, Spain, and all the markets, it will work. But the way it does the primary search is where your primary seller account is. So if you have registered your primary seller account in UK, it will do the UK based search. If it's your primary account is in Germany, it does the Germany based search. So that's how it works.
can you switch if I want to? My primary account is in UK, but I have an account in Germany on German market.
No, you won't be.
So can I switch?
No, your primary search will always happen in where your primary seller account is.
Yeah,
So we
it
can,
will be great if
yeah,
you can just switch.
we can give you the data from all the other European markets, but as most of the Amazon wholesale sellers would be starting off in one market and then using other tools to look for individual products, which is why we haven't gone that extra effort. But you can do the switch as well. Yeah.
Great, great.
So
That sounds good.
So that's what we have in here, the five different modules that to help Amazon sellers in the wholesale space. So look, I'm happy to take questions.
Yeah. When like at the moment it's not open to the sellers to be used, right? Or just in beta?
At the
Just
moment, we are in operating a waiting list model because we want to onboard sellers on a one-on-one basis, just to for them to understand the software a bit more. Purely because, as you have said earlier on, that the way we are describing the product research is slightly different to what sellers would have been used to. So it's the brand intelligence and the competitor intelligence is where we come in play. And we have linked that to as much as possible to the wholesalers as well. So and hopefully this video recording will be helpful for other sellers to identify what the product is. There are help videos in the system itself where you can look at it. We have got a dedicated YouTube channel, Asinwiser, where you can look at the videos as well. So all the updates that we do will be posted in our YouTube channel as well. So that's what we have to offer. And
it's too early to ask about the price. What price is going to be?
the standard price is going to be $99.99, but for initial signups, we are bringing down that price to $49.99 a month, exclusive of VAT, and that would stay the price for rest of the time they subscribe. We've also offering the initial users a 4-month money back guarantee. So in 3 months, if they are not able to get any profitable accounts using our methods, the 4th month we will do the sourcing ourselves and open an account for them. And if we are not able to open an account, then we'll refund the entire money back.
Okay, so if someone signs up using for 3 months without managing to open a wholesale account or a brand account, right?
Yeah.
Then you'll jump in and you'll help.
Yeah.
For opening an account.
Yeah, we'll help opening an account. So if we put it in a slightly different way, Ahmed, is this software is going to cost you £600 a year, exclusive VAT. And if you open a profitable Amazon wholesale account, just one account with one order will give you that amount of money back. So,
easy.
yes.
Yes.
So
yes.
the price is affordable, and the data that we provide is quite a lot. We do have other things in the pipeline as well, where there's, the way when you buy a product in Amazon, it tells you which products to buy straight after. The same way, we have got a brand and product recommendation engine being developed in the background. So it will tell you, if you want to select, for a simple example, as a baseline analytics, I want to source the brands between rank 10 and 20K. We will be able to give you that recommendation of which brands to target, how many SKUs that brand has. So it will come up in an analytical graph where it will be easy for the sellers to understand. And it will also depend on the buying and search habits as well. So this is what's happening in the background is using AI and machine learning, we'll be able to give you more and more recommendations. And the tools that we are using is the same or similar tools that big companies like Amazon or Walmart is using. So it's a recommendation will be powerful, and the more users signing up and using the system,
yes,
more powerful the recommendations will be.
Yes, great. Sounds good. Sounds good. Amazing. Thank you very much.
Okay, so
I don't know. I don't have any other questions, to be honest. You explained very well and you've been through everything, I think.
Yeah.
And
yeah, so what
sounds good.
Yeah.